as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they finally stop him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
Brandon, that's giving your team a big burst to start things off. Already beginning a drive in the red zone. Hallelujah.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Christian McCaffrey, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now, look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw there taken in by Smith.
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A short one pulled in by Ferkser.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Richardson.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Goff. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On first down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Goff. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To the air again. Goff. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Richardson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Richardson looking to throw this. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. There's a nice move. Bust through the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
They run with Stevenson.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Down the left sideline.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's Goff.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
From the gun, here's Goff. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and 5.
Again, Goff.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Goff now looking to throw.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Goff. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Lions go in this first half.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Now Goff. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tristan Vizcaino on now to try the field goal.
This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Tyreek Hill, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Gone. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Goff now to throw. Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are back within a score. Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's 36 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Richardson looking to throw. Right side to Williams.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now it's Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st down, it's gone.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Goff on 1st down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Goff.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. On 1st down, Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Throwing again is Goff.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Goff. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Able to slither by. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear. When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He's got it at the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Richardson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game.
Richardson to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 17-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now it's gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Goff now to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
Now Goff.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs. One play, and they got it right there, partner.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Second and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hallelujah.